On to Positively Milwaukee, and one Milwaukee hair designer is breaking barriers for people in the deaf community with a Facebook video. She's letting those who are hard of hearing know that there's a place for them to be comfortable and confident. Our Taylor Lumpkin has that story.
Well, let's first talk about color really quickly. Okay. What are we thinking?
Jenna Frederick has always had a passion for making people feel beautiful.
I will go mix up and I'll be back in just a moment, okay?
Now she wants to extend that passion to a community near and dear to her heart. She started by posting this video of herself on the Facebook page of Neroli Salon and Spa, where she works.
Hi, my name is Jenna. I am a CODA.
CODA stands for Child of a Deaf Adult.
My father is deaf. He taught me everything I know.
Over time, Jenna became fluent in American Sign Language.
ASL is actually my first language. I could sign before I could speak.
Now she's using her gift to help others feel comfortable coming into the salon without feeling judged.
In my industry, with consultations and communication is key. I feel that most people are intimidated to come here because they think no one will understand them.
Her goal, to bridge the communication gap and provide the best service possible for whoever comes to sit in her seat.
Milwaukee has a huge deaf community. I wanted to be able to create an environment that everyone feels welcome here.
In Milwaukee, Taylor Lumpkin, TMJ4 News.
All right, well, if you or someone you know is making our community a better place, you can nominate them for a Positively Milwaukee award.
Okay, 5-day forecast. This morning, partly cloudy skies, partly cloudy through the...
Or you can visit tmj4.com/awards. There are several categories you can nominate people in for Inspiring Senior, Teacher of the Year, or Military Service. Winners will be honored and receive money for the charity of their choice.
The teamwork that goes into it is pretty special to watch. It's like a wild roller coaster that you get to control.
At the controls, Lieutenant Commander Kerry Rickoff. He and the rest of the Navy Blue Angels team fly their FA-18 Super Hornets up and down the shores of Lake Michigan Thursday afternoon, practicing for this weekend's Air and Water Show.
It's incredible what these airplanes can really accomplish. The pilots are top notch and they can, they really do push the limits of what these things do, and it's just absolutely incredible to see. It never gets old.
Staff Sergeant Patrick Engels of the U.S. Marines rides in this C-130, known as Fat Albert, the logistics aircraft for the Blue Angels that carries all the maintenance supply and personnel for the fighter jets. The Blue Angels team is back in Milwaukee for the first time since 2017. The air show's headlining act will perform in front of hundreds of thousands of people this weekend, wowing audiences and hoping to inspire future pilots. Do you think when you're up there in the air and you're doing what you're doing, you might inspire a young kid on the ground to maybe be a pilot one day?
Absolutely, that's the goal. I mean, I was one of those little kids watching on the Pensacola beach shores or watching them fly over Pensacola and had no idea about the Navy or any dream of being a Navy pilot.
The Blue Angels aren't the only fighter jets you'll see at the show.
It's just some backflips, you're gonna see cartwheels, a lot of really cool stuff that airplanes shouldn't really be able to do.
We didn't see any of that, but on our way to our interview, I caught the Air Force's F-22 Raptor demo team checking out the airspace over downtown Milwaukee.
We got to do a little bit of a site survey over the air show airspace, and a lot of obviously buildings and towers, and it's just a cool landscape. Obviously have the lake there as well, so it's just unique landscape in downtown. A lot of times we do air shows over airports.
Flying around, yeah, they're flying around fast. And you were actually asking me before we came on here about Top Gun. Everybody I talked to, that was the question. Of course, they got asked. I'm sure they get asked all the time now if they had seen it. They said yes, they had seen it. It maybe not the most realistic thing, but they hope that it inspires young people to become pilots. And one of the pilots you saw there in the middle from the Blue Angels, he said that he saw the original Top Gun, and that was one of the reasons why he decided to be a pilot. So.
And I wonder if more people are going to be at the air show this year because of Top Gun.
Probably kids making their parents take them there.
Yeah. Coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then you throw in, they haven't been here since 2017, the Blue Angels.
Yeah, a long time.
I got a feeling it's going to be packed. It's going to be hot downtown. But yeah,
We'll definitely pay attention to that. All right, thanks, Brian. Well, it is late July and still millions of people are waiting for their tax refunds, specifically people who filed paper tax returns. So what's causing this delay?
Yeah, good question. This morning, Andrea Albers is looking into just how much longer people will have to wait and what you can do to avoid some similar delays down the road so you don't waste your money.
Rick Owens had a dream.
I was thinking about getting a pool installed right in this area.
Building a $2,000 above-ground pool this summer, like the one his neighbor has with his tax refund. So he mailed his paper return on February 5th, but 5 months later, nothing.
We haven't heard anything. My wife checked on the computer. We didn't even know if they received it in the mail.
He called the IRS's toll-free number, but
that was impossible. We couldn't talk to anybody.
As of July 1st, the IRS had a backlog of 10 million unprocessed paper returns.
The IRS is facing the same challenges that many companies are. People can't go to work or choose not to go to work.
Experts say paper returns do add a few weeks to the process in a normal year, but not the 4, 5, or even 6-month delays some people are seeing now. The best way you can avoid this is to file electronically.
It's faster, it's safer, you get your money quicker, you get your tax return processed quicker.
Sometimes you do have to file a paper return, like in cases of identity theft. Experts say if you went the paper route and it's been more than 4 weeks, check out the online IRS tool called Where's My Refund? Nothing there? Well, there may be a problem. Next, visit a tax professional who may be able to check on the status of your return and watch for IRS notices in the mail. A bit of good news. Rick Owens finally got a notice that his refund is on the way, but he says it's too late for that pool. Next year, he's going to
e-file, yeah.
He suggests everyone file electronically so you don't waste your money. Andrea Albers, TMJ4 News.
All right, Andrea, thank you. Speaking of money, let's take a look at gas prices this morning.
Okay, so we're still seeing a lot of 4s out there, but the numbers still seem to be on a slow decline. In Milwaukee, you're looking at about $4.25 a gallon for regular unleaded. It's cheaper across the state at about $4.16 a gallon. And we're paying less than the average nationwide, which is about $4.44 a gallon. All right, thanks, Brian. And now keeping a city cool in the middle of a heat wave. Our Tony Atkins takes a look at how several organizations are working together to make sure low-income Milwaukee residents stay safe as temperatures begin to climb.
It's that time of year. Air conditioning units are just about everywhere, but for some stakeholders, just about isn't quite good enough.
Milwaukee has a lot of old homes.
Antonio Paigat says he understands the need for proper weatherization inside homes. He believes it's critical all economically disadvantaged residents are taken care of in this heat.
Lord knows not even half of those people that live in those older homes are able to winterize their facilities.
A lot of our homeowners are in areas that are maybe marginalized or they have been marginalized, and it's heartbreaking.
In comes nonprofit Revitalize Milwaukee, which received a $500,000 grant this week to help weatherize as many homes as possible. That includes work on furnaces, heating and cooling, as well as insulation and general weatherization on doors and windows.
It's all about, again, reducing the cost for homeowners.
Other like-minded stakeholders also working to help identify the needs and say they'll be there to help people as well. This to hopefully help people not have to weigh their electric costs versus their own safety.
Some of the research has shown that if you're, quite frankly, in a low-income community, your bills can be as high as 7 to 10% of your income versus 1% in a high-income area.
What we're trying to do is provide information and resources so that individuals can better assist themselves during this heat wave.
Residents thankful to see people aren't being left behind in this heat wave.
With energy levels going up, any and everything helps on so many levels. In
Milwaukee, Tony Atkins, TMJ4 News.